Morning! Okay, we're starting off with the, this weekend we're going to do the second of the cornerstone forms. I love that one, it's called the Air. And we're going to be carrying on with the Taiji. I'm going to get a lot of that done today because there's a lot of repeated stuff there, so we'll get a chunk of that done. We'll do, of course, push hands, and we'll do the next of the stick routines as well. We're going to start off with, we're doing the just called Fighting series. Volume 2 we're doing today. And I'm just going to go right back to morning. 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 We're just going to go right back to the beginning. Well, not so much the beginning. We're just going to go back into the power, how to get the power for your strikes. And they're qigongs in themselves. And they actually happen in one of the called the Valley cornerstone, Dimmak cornerstone form, because that's how we open it. It's a very excellent qigong for gaining the power for your 5G strikes. So what you're going to do is just have your partner holding up and starting off with one of those punches. So you're starting in a normal, well, it's a power stance. Hands out here. You're going to do an in-breath as you turn right. See the little body shake? I'll do it towards the camera. It's quite a normal sort of shake that we do in these arts. In-breath. See how there's a sink right down. This is the valley qigong, and you're sinking like you're making like a valley. You know, like a valley is there. Sinking down at the left sweet spot into the valley. And you just wait there for a little while until you feel something weird happen with your hands. They sort of go, like that. That's my experience, that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. And then what you've got to do, you've got to imagine this something coming up through your left foot, bouncing up through the ground, and into your hand. And it's like as if there's a ball hitting the ground. It's going through your left foot. So you start off with this. This is just to center everything. You'll notice Taiji starts like this. Even Bagua starts like that. You see? So we're centering our energy to start with. Weight comes forward slightly, went onto the right kidney 1 point, in breath. I'm not going to do this correctly because I'm talking as I'm doing it, but what you've got to imagine here is, as you breathe out, you come into the final posture of that last third shake. You imagine something going down through that left sweet spot, hitting something like a squash ball, hitting a wall, and coming bang, rocketing back. So then you've got to get as much power as you can, just with looseness and body twist. Straight back down into that left foot again. Sink it back down again. You'll find that your power will increase greatly once you get it. It's difficult to get it at first because you'll still be doing like many people will still be going like that. Now that's okay. But you don't want that. You don't want to hurt your shoulder. It feels totally physical. When you get this correctly, it feels like right, left, right, and you just wait. You've got to keep the quads open, of course. You feel like the fingers and the arms go sort of dead, like as if you don't feel anything. And that's when you sink down through the floor, through that sweet spot on your left foot, and bounce it back up. And then sink back down, your hands just come down and you sink back down. It feels like you haven't done anything. That's what you should feel like. If you feel like, whoa, whoa, wow, that's no good. It must feel like you've done nothing. And then you sink it straight back down. Try and get it like as if your mind isn't even there. when you do that, because, okay, this is the point here that's the important point. You've got to open the quires. When your arms sort of feel like, and you can't get it unless you're sinking down through that left sweet spot. That's right there. That's when the arms go as if they're just branches on a tree. You can't, they're not arms anymore. And that's when you bounce this ball down through the left tree and explode it out. You don't even think about closing your fist or anything, because that'll just happen naturally. It's one of those punches, like that. And then as soon as you hit, sink straight back down. And then you normally do it 3 times in a row. And of course, left, right, left, and okay, there was something else I was going to say there. Okay. Right, left, notice how the hands, like the old Yang style Taiji, when the hands turn out, they don't just go like that. They're actually turning out like a spiral, the old spiral. So, when you do this strike and you're finished, it's very important to get that. Watch what the legs do. Just simulate this. The legs must push into the ground, representing the valley. That's what you're representing. Everything's like this, down into the ground. That's what we're trying to represent. That's how the third cornerstone actually starts. Okay, let's have a go at that. Don't bring it like this. Sorry. Don't go. You're going to lose weight. You're going to lose power. The angle of the dangle is straight out like this. That's where the strike is going to. It's going straight up. Of course, it recoils. It just recoils as soon as it's hit. So the angle is just—it's not even like this. The angle's not that way. It's that way at an angle. And when you do it, as I just saw a couple of people doing there, don't go like that. Don't coil it down at all. Just go bang and then just let it bounce straight back again. Next bit. Okay. Same thing again, they all start the same way. So no need to learn right, left, right. This, by the way, I'm just doing this bigger, so it's like Taiji, this is how we do it. It goes into really small frame form. Oh, keep your feet like that, don't just stand like that or something. Keep on power stance. So from here, this is how it looks. In effect, what you're doing is like that, but how it really happens is so it starts like that. That's the most important part of it. The manifestation is just the ending bit that comes from building up that energy from the ground. So now we're just going to go just a back palm or fist, it doesn't matter. So it's the same principle. Down into the ground through the sweet spot and explode it up and then just come straight back down. You'll find a tremendous amount of power coming from that back fist. That's enough to drop anyone, to kill anyone if you hit them in the temple or the neck, of course. The power is, when you're doing it correctly, this is how it should happen. Before you do it, just before it explodes,